Thank you, Mr. President. And I want to shout out and thank my colleagues, starting with Member Thomas for his passionate defense of institutions of color today. That moved me, and it showed his commitment not only to the education process, but how committed he is as a parent to making sure that his children and all children get what they deserve by way of cultural competency. So I want to say that. I want to say thank you to Member Green, who put it succinctly as to how important the passage of that legislation was. Somebody asked me in a discussion, some of us, government junkie geeks tend to get together and talk about budgets. And they asked me, how bad is the upcoming budget? And before yesterday, the only thing I could say is real bad. And real bad meant that there were scenarios of 10 and 20% cuts by department, and what that would have meant to service delivery for the people that we represent. I want to shout out your leadership, President, because you can have any old captain of a ship during good weather and sunshine and, everybody's floating down the Delaware. But when the storms come, you need a captain of a ship that understands some of the, as you always say, the adult decisions, tough decisions we are paid to make and we're prepared to make. So that rescue wagon that came from our Philadelphia delegation, the Congress, the Senate, and the White House meant more than people actually know. That we were on our way to a very bad place. I want to thank Member Gautier for citing that in these good times, not to forget the systemic problems of gun violence. So now I raise one other area of focus. The school district is going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries of these dollars, manna from heaven or manna from Washington, right? Our children who have been at home, being educated, some in difficult circumstances, have suffered. I think we're looking at some of the highest absentee rates among students ever. We're going to see a lot of poor grades as a result of those absentee rates. It is imperative over the summer that all of the support systems, whether it's credit recovery at the high school level or tutoring to play catch up at the grade school level, be employed this summer. If we can afford it, we should do it. In addition, we should take this time over the summer to prepare our aging facilities to be able to accept our young people and teachers with modernized ventilation systems. We should not waste this crisis to do what needs to be done, not just for today, but for years to come. So, as you said, we were afraid in our discussions budgetarily that this was going to be a one-time appropriation and that we had 1 year as a municipality to recover, to get people back in restaurants, people in hotels, people back in business offices. But the way this is happening, it will give us more like a 2-year recovery period, for which, as one member of council, I am grateful. Thank you, Mr. President.